All right, now I'm pretty excited about this course because not only is this something that's really fun for me doing this, the actual site flipping, but showing other people how to do it is really cool because this is something that really is easy. It's not a scam type of thing. There's a lot of gimmick stuff out there where people say, hey, push this button and make $1 million. None of that stuff works. But site flipping is something that really does. And if you're kind of like got the mentality that you like, geeky, techie kind of stuff, I know me personally, the reason site flipping was so attractive to me is because it allowed me to do exactly what I love doing. And that is from the technical side of it, doing all the research and picking cool stuff, putting it all together, building a site, and then bam, it's done. And I don't want to do anything after that. I don't want to try to send a whole bunch of traffic to the site necessarily. Right? I like setting the site up. I like that part of it. But, really, it doesn't matter if that's not your favorite thing to do because it is so easy to actually do it, especially with what I'm going to be talking to you about. It's kind of a little bit of a different twist on what most people do out there. Most people for site flipping, I'll get into all the details here in just a little bit, but most people start from scratch or they use very lame generic templates, and that's just not cool. It just doesn't work. We're going to talk about how I earned $1,200 in 2 days flipping websites, and now why I do this full time, as in this is my baby. Okay, love doing this. So let's talk about exactly what site flipping is. In a nutshell, it is where you go out and either you buy an existing website or you set up your own website, and then you want to sell that site for profit. So your goal is get the site and then sell it to somebody else and make some money. The way that you do that is by improving on the site. You have to give it more value. You have to make it worth something. An idea isn't worth much, okay? But something tangible, something that's ready to go, that's worth something. What we're going to be talking about doing here is literally taking an idea, taking a niche, finding a hot niche, and then getting a product for that niche and setting up a website that literally is turnkey. In other words, somebody can come along, they can buy your site. All they have to do is maybe update, the PayPal link code, that kind of stuff. And they are going to actually have a business already set up and ready to go. If they send traffic to it, bam, that's it, makes money. Okay, really, and believe it or not, this is pretty simple to do. And the reason that it's so cool is because a lot of people, there's a lot of newbies out there. And there's also a lot of people that maybe they're not newbies, but they don't want to, mess around with all the technical stuff. And what they end up usually doing is outsourcing it. They end up outsourcing somebody to set up their website. They outsource somebody to create content for them. They outsource somebody to, connect all the dots and make it where it actually works and does something. And then they send traffic to it. Well, what you're doing is you're saying, hey, I'm just going to do all that for you. For one price, you just pay. This is already done. You don't have to wait and screw around with waiting for people to contact you and telling them how to do this and that and, waiting. You got to – that's one thing about outsourcing. You got to coordinate everything with everybody, right? Because you got a guy doing graphics. You got a guy writing content. You got a guy doing the web programming and all that kind of stuff. Forget it. You're providing something that is ready to go, turnkey. They buy it. Like I said, all they do is update their payment information on the site, and bam, done deal. And a lot of people are willing to not only pay what they would pay for outsourcing, but they're willing to pay more, a premium, because it's already done. That cuts out all of their management that they've got to fool with. So it's already set and ready to go. Now, we're going to be focusing on Flippa. There are other sites that you can use if you want to, but the reason that we're focusing on Flippa is because it is a huge site. Okay, but basically it is an auction-based resource for buying and selling websites. So let's say you are looking for a website that's already, up and running. You want a domain name, you want some content there, that kind of thing. You go to Flippa, you do a little poking around, and you find something, and you can bid on it. They also have buy it now options there. So sometimes people can list with a buy it now price, and you just buy it. And as a site creator, which is what we're going to approach this from, you go there and you list your website in an auction environment, and people are going to bid on it. And I'm going to show you at the end of this training, I'm going to show you some killer tricks to get tons of rabid buyers bidding on your auctions, on your websites. Okay. In our next video, we are going to take a look at the business model overview. I want you to have kind of a heads up as far as what we're going to be dealing with and what the different videos are going to be about. So I'm going to give you kind of a brief description, and then we will jump right in.